Hello, this is
the
Tech Clan.
So,
Yes.
month of Halloween.
Wee.
I think we've never really shared our favorite horror stuff, have we?
I don't think so. I don't think we have shared that before.
Right. So we usually do our top 3.
Yes.
So instead of top 3, we will do a top 1 most favorite in 3 categories.
Okay.
So 1 favorite horror movie,
Yeah.
favorite horror TV series,
Yeah.
and a favorite Halloween movie.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah.
So to kick off, we start with Halloween movie.
Yeah, okay,
Right.
and I'm excited about it. So, shall we start?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's get on with it. Alright, so our number 1 Halloween movie
Of all time.
of all time. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Oh, Trick or Treat! I have not watched that before.
Is this the recent Goosebumps or?
There is TV series,
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
talking about the movie.
So it's the recent one.
Yeah,
Okay.
the recent one, which is
Starring
Jack Black.
Jack Black.
So I think the reason why I love movies that is based on children's book. So one of my favorite is R.L. Stein.
It's a classic.
It's
It's our childhood scary book.
Yeah, so there are 2 thriller horror books that I read is Mr. Midnight and also R.L. Stein's classical book. So when they came out with the movie, I felt that it was great that they brought in Jack Black because Jack Black is a great actor. I feel that it's fun and spooky, not so scary at the same time.
It's a fun Halloween
blended
movie.
lah. Fun horror movie and
It's pretty cool to see like the so-called monsters.
Yeah.
There's a door, right?
Yeah, the door is the one that is
The main antagonist.
the one that is the villain of it. All.
It's like, those were the classic stories that we read,
Yeah.
and to see them in the live action,
Yeah.
it was pretty cool.
And I love the plotting and climax when they came in and it was fun. Just to also add on a Goosebumps is that literally the movie is about an author, whatever he writes, it comes to life. It comes to life, and the books have to be locked away in order for the monsters to not come out of the book. So it's pretty cool, and I think that's quite interesting. But tell me about yours.
So you haven't watched this, right?
No, I've not.
I think this gets overlooked a lot because one is an old movie,
Okay.
and I think it's pretty underrated.
I see.
So this movie is unique in the sense that it really captures the Halloween vibe.
Okay.
And the story is mainly about this small town, and there's this really spooky kid with the pumpkin head, right, which is the mascot of this movie. But
Okay.
it's not one of the main characters to look at because throughout the movie there are a few plots that intertwine, happening at the same time. It intertwine with each other, and not really a spoiler. I guess it's an old movie. I guess you can say the monsters won at the end because it's Halloween.
That's a very interesting plot.
Yeah.
I would say I will be very intrigued to watch this during this month and see what is it about. So now where are we going to move on?
Favorite horror TV series.
Ooh, it's gonna be interesting. 1, 2, 3. And that's why I say I don't know whether mine is horror, but I think it's part of the Halloween.
It's part of it.
It's part of it. It's a thriller / horror series lah. I would say. Okay, tell me yours. Oh my god, I think I've watched this before.
You watched this before?
Yes.
You know Mike Flanagan?
No.
Okay, so he is a director who made a lot of really good horror movies.
Yeah.
That includes Doctor Sleep.
Uh-huh.
And he also directed a lot of awesome horror TV series on Netflix, right?
Correct.
I believe it's the first one, I think.
Haunting of Hill House.
Haunting of Hill House. This is honestly, I think, the best horror TV series I've ever seen. Right? Because it's not just about being scary. So the story, it follows a family, right? And they are traumatized by a past where the mother died, right, in the house. And what I really love about this series is that it really explores the family relationship, the dynamics,
Correct.
you know, how they feel with each other, particularly like following the mother's death, right? And the cinematography, perfect. Like there's this particular episode, I forgot, is it number 4 or 5? But basically they were in the wake, right? And one of the person died. So most of the time is the camera is just one way shot throughout the whole scene. I believe there are some cuts here and there, but they make it look like it's one way throughout. There's no stop, no stopping, and everything is happening simultaneously, and you see that, oh shit, there's something over there, right? That kind of thing.
I think I've watched that before. Is it in the car scene one?
There is a car scene. That one was super effective.
Yeah. I think I remember that.
So I think the story is what made it unbelievably great. Right? And another thing I really like is the house, right? It's obviously haunted. But they never really try to explain to you why is it haunted. Right?
Okay.
It's just the way it is. And things don't make sense, fine. That house is evil, right? Just accept what it is, get out. And I could have chosen another one, another favorite, which just released last year. It's called The Fall of House. You watched that? The Fall of Usher.
The Fall of
Usher, I think. Yeah, that was another great series.
Yeah.
And it's quite close with this
one.
But
it's a different director, right? Same director. Okay.
Yeah. So ultimately I went with this because this
okay. Yeah. So I think that's another list for me to watch. So mine, I love Wednesday, which is a Netflix series. I think because I grew up watching Addams Family. It's a classic. I love classic, okay? Don't score me because I love classic. I love classics, and because it's a Tim Burton inspiration, I think it was beautifully directed in a way because it is not focusing on the family. It's focusing more on the daughter Wednesday, displaying the same quality character of how Wednesday should be like. And I think it was lovely to also see that there was a sort of like a case to solve that sort of thing. So because of that, I think it sort of enticed me to watch further. And I felt like there was a better storyline because she has to solve something.
At first for me, when I watched the series, I almost didn't want to continue, but I gave it a chance and it started to pick up right after episode 2, I think. Correct. It started to pick up and it's right. And Jenny Ortega, I believe that's
Jenny Ortega.
Perfect casting.
Yes, perfect. She was a beautifully perfected. She's meant for Wednesday character. And I think also the reason why I choose Wednesday is because before Wednesday series, actually I was watching Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Right, it's also back then it was a classic. It was a classic, and then they turned into a very dark horror sort of vibe. So I think because of that, it reminds me of Sabrina, and so that's why I continued watching. I love all these teenager horror thriller characters.
You know, Sabrina on Netflix, it had so much potential.
Yeah.
And it got really messy.
Yeah, it got really messy at the end. I love the season 1.
Season 1 is amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing, and then we went downhill from there.
I think it went downhill from 3.
Yeah, from 3. I think they didn't end it really well. It was like they just wanted to solve everything. Yeah. Just want to clean up.
Not really a great message at the end.
Not really. But that's the reason why I chose this. And season 2 is coming on next year. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah. So let's go on to our very last one, which is our
favorite horror of all time.
1, 2, 3.
Oh. Oh, I'm surprised you chose that.
Yeah, okay. I'll tell you the reason why, but
Okay.
go ahead with that.
Oh, me? Okay, Ju-on, like, needs no
Yeah.
introduction. So I'm
Wow.
talking about the Japanese version.
Yeah, yeah.
Not the US remake. Not that saying it's bad, but I think this movie was the first horror movie that really got me into the horror genre, the supernatural.
Correct.
And this movie scared the shit out of me. I was what? I think this came out in the 2000s.
Correct.
Right? So secondary school kid.
Yeah. We're trying to watch.
Exploring movies, and I remember like I was so scared of the dark after watching this. Like, you know, it took me a while like just to go to the toilet. Like, it's like, oh shit, I'm having like all this overthinking nonsense.
Overthinking nonsense.
Right? And you know, I think this is a timeless horror movie.
Okay.
I rewatched it again, I think a few years ago. Netflix, they actually did a Ju-on TV series.
Yeah.
Right. So I rewatched the movie and it's like, wow, it's like it's really in your face. And will I say it's a good story? No.
But it's just the jump scares and
it's not to say jump scares. It's like you're just seeing unfortunate things happening to people.
Okay.
And the way they did it is so effective. Because
Okay.
you know, you have to understand back then there was no special effects.
Right.
And the actress who played Ju-on did a phenomenal job scaring the shit out of people.
Correct.
Do you remember the scene where she crawls down the stairs? Holy
That's scary.
Yeah, that really scared the crap out of me.
Correct.
This really left a great impression the rest of my life. As a horror enthusiast, it really changed the game.
Yeah,
right. It
correct.
changed the game, how horror movies were portrayed.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the rest of the sequels not so great.
Wasn't that great. I think the first one was still better. Like a lot better. I think it's the top of the top. I think Abel was trying to think that I would have chose either something that is earlier or older movies. I think so. I wanted to choose Final Destination.
Oh, okay.
But I think I've watched that until it didn't really got to me anymore. So I wouldn't say it's a top horror movies or something like that. This has got to be psychologically.
It's pretty creepy.
It doesn't just creep me, okay? It just scares me, because I think why I feel like this is one of the most impactful. It's like never have someone would have thought by just having that little elements of smile. The concept was brilliant.
Yeah. It's pretty creative.
Yeah.
Like smile, but evilly.
The story talking about patient and a psychiatrist, right?
Yeah.
So I think because it involves like psychological sort of like, it was in a setting where you're talking about psychological or mental illness, that sort of thing. So it makes me felt like expect that first beginning scene to be so impactful that the next few scenes I was like, whoever smile is going to freak me out or something like that, you know. So I think that was the reason why I find that this is one of my favorite plot movies, horror movies that and I would say it's the best lah so far for now. But I think if you talk about classic ones, right, I would want to write a lot. But I think the classic one, I would say, I think Abel might have agreed, I don't know, is It. Yes. But so far I cannot write both, so I write the reason.
I would have included It as one of my favorite horrors.
One of my favorite horrors. As well. I think both of us, when we first time right, we watched, it was best, man.
Amazing.
It was amazing, and again, it is a book based on a book as well. So the plot is amazing lah, I would say.
Confession.
I
have not watched this movie yet. But
bro, you need to watch.
I think it's released on Netflix. I think.
It released on Netflix because Smile 2 is coming out.
Yes, Smile 2 is coming out.
Yeah.
So it's in my list already.
Yeah.
I am going to check it out.
Yeah.
And if it's good, then it's okay. Small 2, let's go.
Yeah. Small 2, let's go.
Yeah.
But I would say this is really good.
Yeah, I heard good things. I heard good things about it.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah. So
Tell us your favorite horror movies, TV series, or anything scary.
yeah. And if you would like to also share what you want to recommend us to watch, you can recommend us and leave a comment below as well. That is all from us today. So don't forget to like lah.
Subscribe lah.
Please lah. That's all from us. Take care. Bye.
Bye bye.